It's Nolan.
Now, before we get started, make sure y'all hitting that like button. Make sure y'all sharing it on your respective platforms. Let somebody know what we're doing today. Now, let's get into the show.
I want you. Tell me where to go, man, right now. Right now.
Just a little time, what I'm asking. If you open up your mind and imagine. If you was with a nigga like me, ain't no telling how we gelling the times you might free. Light breeze caught up in the tight squeeze, wrist full of ices and one of them Van Cleefs. Mr. Make It Happen, even touring overseas, you the main attraction, you got me lashed in. Singing tunes and fitting rooms, we spend the afternoon, day tripping on National Lampoon. And soon as I get you out the jumper, we gon' do a test drive, let me pull up on your bumper, ayy. Insurance with indoors, just let a brother know when it's slow or fast forward, it's fair warning. I ain't into the games, I play for keepsake. I give a fuck about the he say,
Girl, I
she
want you
say.
right now. Baby girl, something I ain't seen before. Yeah, girl, I want you right now. You got everything that I need and want. Yeah, girl, I want you right now. Tell me where to go, I'm in the driveway. Doing about 100 on the highway. Baby, you the drug I've been fiending for. Yeah, girl, I want you right now.
What's going on, beautiful people? It's the kid J Nolan here. Welcome back to another episode of Inside the Industry, your number one source for music, entertainment, commentary, and breakdowns. Hope everyone's doing well out there. All right. Y'all know this channel has definitely been an advocate for the ladies in hip hop. We've covered all of the different lists, the top 10 from different publications. Every year we do this. I'm one of the only male channels on YouTube that actually talks about what's going on with the ladies in hip hop. And that trend is not ending anytime soon. And we got to get into Billboard's new list. You know, they do this every year. They do it in the middle of the year and at the end of the year. So we have the 10 hottest female rappers of 2026 right now. If you enjoyed that song we played on the intro, it's called Right Now. Available on Family Over Fame by J Nolan, the album. You can get your copy using the link in the description or the pinned comment. Let's move forward. All right. So let me go ahead and pull up this list and get into their whole article, get into their credentials, their rubric on how they're grading this. And let's see who they have in, of course, it's always a top 10. Let's see where everybody falls on this list. Okay, so for the third straight year, Billboard's editorial staff highlights the hottest female MCs to this point in 2026. And remember, where your position is today may not be where you end up at the end of the year, which is going to be their definitive list, okay? So they say, for the third annual edition of Billboard's hottest female rappers list, the competition has reached new heights. The field is deeper, the bars are sharper, and the music continues to push the genre forward. Last year, Cardi B emerged as the last woman standing following a remarkable comeback campaign. After a 7-year hiatus, the Bronx superstar reclaimed her spot atop the conversation, reminding hip-hop why she's one of its defining forces with her Billboard 200 #1 album, Am I the Drama? But Cardi's resurgence was only part of the story. A wave of breakout stars stormed onto the scene and ultimately shifted the landscape. Burna B, Pluto, and YK Nice announced themselves with explosive club anthems, while South Carolina native Trim burst into the conversation with her glossy delivery and animated flow. Meanwhile, Samara Sin continued her ascent as one of rap's most intriguing new voices, blending genres with a fearless creativity that has her knocking on the door of stardom. One artist who embodied resilience this year was Young Miami. After the City Girls dissolved and JT scored her own breakthrough with the Billboard Hot 100 hit OK, many wondered whether Miami could carve out a successful solo path. She answered emphatically, silencing skeptics with the top 20 hit Spin That, while delivering one of the strongest Song of the Summer contenders in the process. As in previous years, Billboard's editorial staff ranked this year's hottest female rappers using a combination of record quality, chart performance, cultural impact, business ventures, brand partnerships, and touring success, okay? So keep all of those things in account when looking at this list. They say record quality, that's the quality of the music, chart performance, how well it does critically, commercially, cultural impact. What do the people feel? Business ventures. How are you keeping your buzz outside of music? What other things do you have going on? Brand partnerships and touring success, putting ass in seats. Read on to see who made Billboard's year-end hottest female rappers list, and check back later this December to find out who ultimately claims the crown, like I said before. So, at number 10, wow, we've got Megan Thee Stallion at number 10. Okay, her 2025 rank was number 6, which I feel was definitely below the mark, but they have her in the 10th spot. Okay, I don't know about that. I know she doesn't have an album out right now for 2026, but I don't know about that. She just propelled 2 artists to the Hot 100 on features who otherwise wouldn't have been there. She got all types of whatever. It is what it is. They say Megan hardly has to rap anymore, and she would still be considered for this list. You sure about that? Because she at the last spot. So if she wasn't rapping right now, I don't think she would be on the list. Anyway, the Texas rapper has become a household name with help from her business endeavors, Popeyes and Hot Girl Summer Swimwear, TV appearances, Love Island, and Broadway appearances, Moulin Rouge, and of course, fans' fascination with her dating history. However, she did nab a charting single this year when she was featured on Juvenile's breakout banger BBB, which peaked at number 67 on the Hot 100. I think that weighs super heavy. I mean, Juvenile has been in the game over 30 years. He had been off of the Billboard charts for like 20 years or 18 or something like that. And she jumps on his remix and put him right back in the game. Of course, his song did it. His song was good from the jump. But people immediately said this needed Megan on it. Megan came through, followed up, and she got him on the charts. She also elevated Bossman D-Lo's Motion Party remix and appeared on the track DNA More Than a Game alongside Andrea Bocelli, David Guetta, and EJ in celebration of the 2026 World Cup. That's Angel Diaz, Megan Thee Stallion at number 10. I don't agree with that placement, but that's where she is. Ain't no fucking way. Number 9, Molly Santana. Nah, that's disrespectful. That's disrespectful. She got on fucking Drake feature. And I don't know shit else she got going on, but whatever. Congratulations, Molly Santana, number 9. Molly Santana, New Hannah, Montana. Reverberates in my brain every time I hear Ran to Atlanta. Molly Santana was on the receiving end of the Drake stimulus package when she appeared on Iceman's Ran to Atlanta. How do you, I'm sorry, Billboard. How do you put an artist who received the Drake stimulus package above an artist who's giving out their own stimulus package? No shot to Juvenile or Bossman D-Lo. All right, fam. Anyway, when she appeared on Iceman's Ran to Atlanta alongside Future, which earned Santana her first Hot 100 entry and a number 2 debut on the chart. Bridging the mainstream to rap's underground, the 21-year-old delivered some of the more memorable sets of the weekend at Rolling Loud Orlando and Summer Smash in Chicago this summer. Next up, Santana will hit the road for a co-headlining North American tour with Northwest in August. You're co-headlining with Northwest? No disrespect to Northwest. Seems like an incredible kid. She seems like she's definitely intelligent, musically talented. That's debatable. I think she's a much better producer than rapper or singer. But you're touring with Northwest, who's not even a real artist. You had no history. You get on a song with Drake and you get put above Megan Thee Stallion. I disagree. We'll keep moving. Sorry. Number 8, YK Niece. She was ranked number 4 last year. She's dropped to number 8. Nobody enjoyed a better rookie season than YK Nice in 2025. After barreling through hip hop with standout appearances on Pluto's Wham Whammy. That was a big one. Metro Boomin's Take Me Through There. That was a big one too. And Trim's Boat remix. Nice quickly became one of rap's most in-demand guest features. I can't deny that. She's been putting in that work. Her momentum carried into 2026 with appearances on Belly Gang Cushington's Friends Do remix and The Baby's Pop That Thing remix. I do think it's interesting here that we're talking about an artist whose most notable work is features and remixes, but hey, it's cool. The run earned her a spot in the 2026 XXL freshman class and 3 BET Award nominations. Now the next step is clear, proving she can command the spotlight as convincingly as she steals it. More solo records and defining moments as a headliner will cement her status as one of rap's brightest young stars. I'm not mad at YK Nice. She's been earning it. These are all big records that she was a part of. I can't take nothing away from that. Number 7, Trim. She's hot this year. As in, she's talked about, she's a topic, she's getting people in their feelings. I'm not mad at her being on the list. I wasn't mad at her being on the freshman cover. I think she's polarizing. She has a bit of talent. She's going to have to find her own style. It's only so long you can keep trolling the Nicki Minaj thing and expecting results. But for right now, it makes sense. So they say here, the South Carolina Wonderkin makes her debut on the hottest female rappers list, and it's easy to see why. The newly minted XXL freshman enjoyed a breakout 2025, detonating with her viral single Boat. Propelled to hip-hop notoriety by the Pooh Shiesty-assisted remix, Trim's lyrical flair and Minaj-coded delivery have positioned her as one of rap's most intriguing rising stars. She continued building momentum alongside Mona Leo on Nobody, where her slithery rhyme patterns over the swag surf and flip showcased both her nimble pen and precocious skill set, proving she could more than hold her own among her contemporaries. Whether she's delivering viral sound bites in interviews, torching opponents on freestyles, or sharing the stage with Young Thug, Trim continues to prove she's far more than a viral moment. She's a name steadily climbing in hip-hop's ranks. Congratulations to Trim. Number 6, we got Lotto. She was number 7 in the year-end list of last year. She's moved up to number 6. And of course, a lot of that comes from having a solidified album out, which a lot of the ladies on this list don't have right now for 2026. So they say despite her amazing pregnancy and months out of the spotlight, Lotto never went anywhere. She simply gave fans a chance to miss her. After laying low to begin the year, she returned in March with Business and Personal, the lead single from her 4th album, Big Mama. The record pulled back the curtain on a new chapter of her life, revealing she was expecting her first child, while setting the tone for an album that balanced superstar confidence with newfound vulnerability. Commercially, Big Mama proved Lotto's momentum hasn't slowed. The project became her 3rd consecutive top 20 debut on the Billboard 200, opening at number 16 while reaching number 6 on the top R&B hip-hop albums chart. Beyond the charts, Lotto's cultural impact remained undeniable, landing an Essence cover and making a triumphant return to the stage at the Essence Festival in New Orleans for her first performance since giving birth. I'm not mad at Lotto, she deserves to be on the list. Again, she has an album out, got a couple joints on that album. That's really tough. The album, I don't know what the verdict is going to be in time, whether people are going to come back to that album and feel like it was something, released perhaps in the wrong time and with new ears, it'll stand out a bit more. I don't know. But we'll see. I thought the album was cool. I thought it was actually solid, but I just felt like, that love album thing, it gets tricky. But she definitely deserves her spot. Number 5, we got Doechii. Okay, she ended the year last year at number 2. They have her at number 5. Okay, so Megan with about the same amount of output in 2026 is at 10, Doechii at 5. Okay? As fans eagerly anticipate her first full-length studio album, Doechii has been busy outside easing that weight. The Grammy winner's profile raising over the last 6 months includes her pairing with Lady Gaga on Runway. Yeah, lead single from The Devil Wears Prada 2. Wasn't really a lot of buzz around that song, but it's out there. Doechii reminded fans of her powerful stage presence via several dates on Lollapalooza's South America Festival, in addition to joining SZA to perform Ready or Not at the 2026 BET Award tribute to Miss Lauryn Hill, which she did an excellent job. Doechii also took home the BET Her Award for the empowering anthem Girl Get Up. Also with SZA alongside, Girl Get Up was a motherfucking banger. We ain't gonna take nothing away from that. She started the year off busting ass. Record's dope. And it did exactly what it needed to do by getting these fuckboys in their feelings. So, salute to that. Doechii takes number 5. Number 4, Mona Leo. That's an interesting one. Mona Leo, number 4. Okay. She definitely deserves to be on here. She ended the year last year at number 9. Interesting. Think the album, didn't the project? Okay, it was like the end of last year. Okay. So they say Mona Leo has quite literally been unstoppable in 2026. She closed out last year with the release of her Who Did the Body mixtape, which significantly raised her profile as her Punyadan single rode an NBA Youngboy remix to number 28 on R&B hip hop songs. She embarked on a headlining tour in support of the mixtape, but had to cancel several dates due to an emergency medical procedure. Nevertheless, the Houston MC found her way back on the road as a supporting act on Summer Walker's Arena Conquering Still Finally Over It tour. In just 6 months, Mona Leo picked up Outstanding New Artist at the NAACP Image Awards, won Breakthrough Hip Hop Artist at the American Music Awards, and earned 2 nods at the BET Awards. Fittingly, she also received a proclamation by the Houston City Council declaring April 24th as Leandra Rashawn Caldwell Day, with her Tizo touchdown assisted Everything Pinka winning over new fans every day, as is her remix of Trim's Nobody. Mona Leo is playing no games this year. Salute to Mona Leo. I have no objection, really, Number 4 is a bit high, but hey, oh my goodness. This is where shit be getting me pissed off. Sexy Red is not popping like that, bro. I don't care how many lists y'all put her on, how many features y'all put her on, how much y'all put the motherfucking camera on her while doing some buffoonery. She is not that fucking hot. Y'all be lying. She went from unranked to number 3 off of what? We'll continue. This year, Sexy kicked off 28th birthday by releasing Your Favorite Trapper Favorite Rapper, reminding fans that her signature blend of humor, confidence, and unfiltered bars remains as entertaining as ever. Can anyone in here name a song from that album? Her presence extended far beyond her own releases. She made her Coachella debut, performed during the 2026 NFL Draft festivities in Pittsburgh, and kept festival crowds energized with a medley of hits at Rolling Loud, California. She also continued to pop up in unexpected places, making viral appearances on WWE NXT and at Rob 49's Vulture Island experience in New Orleans. Sexy Red also remained one of rap's most sought-after collaborators, landing on 2 songs from Drake's 3-project album release. Cheetah Print from Maid of Honor debuted at number 41 on the Hot 100, while Her Not There from Habibti opened at number 61, further proving that her presence still moves the needle. She was on Drake's album, bro. Like, get the fuck out of here. Her presence didn't do shit. I know niggas like, God damn. I don't give a fuck. While 2026 hasn't been defined by blockbuster solo hits, Sexy Red has remained a constant force across music, festivals, sports, and pop culture. Few rappers have maintained this level of visibility while continuing to expand their reach beyond hip-hop. It's a no for me, dog. Number 3, no. She should have been number 10. Anyway. Number 2, we have Young Miami, who was unranked last year. I don't know if that's fair. She got a blapper out right now. But to put her at number 2 off of one successful record compared to everybody else on the list, I think that's disingenuous. But congratulations, because nobody expected Spin That to come out and do what it did. So they say, what a comeback. Rap fans have more or less written Young Miami off as the latest rapper to turn media personality once the City Girls decided to take a hiatus after their third album, Raw, flopped back in 2023. She now sees herself as one of the hottest rappers in the game as her single Spin That has not only become the song of the summer, it has climbed to number 19, which is major, on the Hot 100 after debuting on the chart at number 66 on June 6th, giving her the highest charting record of her career as both a solo artist and as a member of the City Girls. So this is her biggest record, period, even taking into account what her and JT did in the past. And remember, when they first popped, they was popping. Her comeback didn't stop there as she joined the Baby for his Twerk Fest hit, Pop That Thing remix, further increasing her visibility in the rap space. With her buzz at a fever pitch earlier this month, the White Hot Miami slammed the brakes and exited Bossman D-Lo's Motion Party tour to focus on her upcoming solo album. I did see that she had backed out of doing the tour with him. I wasn't sure what the reason was. People were like, oh, don't tell me she done got a big head. She gonna drop out the tour when motherfuckers wouldn't even come to see her. They say her and her track are so popping, the New York Knicks tapped her to perform the song on a float during their championship parade. They did. Number 2 is still kind of crazy, but number 1, Cardi B, she finished in the same ranking at the end of last year. When Big Barty snagged the coveted musical guest spot for the 1000th SNL episode on January 31st, the rap game should have known her foot wasn't coming off the gas. After snagging her second Billboard 200 number 1 album with 2025's Am I the Drama, Cardi launched her Little Miss Drama tour in support of the record, headlining 35 arena shows across the United States and Canada. I went to one in Atlanta. It was a great time. That trek, which spawned the Pretty and Petty Mute Challenge and found Cardi sharing her platform with rising stars like YK Nice and Natalie Nunn, grossed over $70 million from 453,000 tickets sold, according to Billboard Box Score. Major. While on tour, Cardi picked up 3 wins at the 2026 NAACP Image Awards, previewing more additions to her trophy case from May's American Music Awards and June's BET Awards, her first triumph in the Best Female Hip Hop Artist category since 2019. At the BET Awards, Cardi also delivered a show-stopping 4-song Am I the Drama medley that made a strong case for the album's Grammy chances next February. Ever the headline maker, Cardi also dominated the cultural conversation with an unfortunate back and forth with Lotto, as well as her buzzy Love Life endorsement of Jasmine Crockett for the U.S. Senate Essence Festival of Culture debut and cheeky guest appearance on Kehlani's Pocket. To top it all off, Cardi also entered the hair care arena with her own Grow Good Beauty, her first venture with the Revolve Group, marking a new chapter in her business portfolio. This is about the only one that I feel was like solidified as the right choice. Everything else was a bit shaky along the way. The positioning, I don't think that the choices were wrong in terms of who made the list, but the placement is a little bit confusing. But hey, I'm not a Billboard journalist, so I don't have a say. The one thing I will say is we do need albums. 2026, we need albums, okay? We certainly need a new album from Megan. We've been waiting. She said that she's going to get off social media until it's time to make a music announcement because people have been harassing her every time she does anything, anytime she says anything, anytime she makes a post. They always be like, where the music at? What's up with the song? What's up with this? What's up with that? You dropping this? What's going on? So she said, all right, next time y'all see me on social media, there's going to be some sort of music announcement. YK Nice, we need an album. You got to prove that you can do it, like on a big level, with the spotlight on you. Trim, we're gonna need an album. Lotto, we got an album. Doechii, we ready for that full-length studio debut for the label. We need that. We need an album. Sexy Red, we need you to stop dropping albums. Ah, shit. Young Miami, we definitely need a solo album to prove that you can hold the torch by yourself. You did that on Spin That, but the music leading up to Spin That was not spinning. So we definitely got to see if this was legit or a fluke. But either way it goes, you put this on the board, can't nobody take it away from you. Ultimately, congratulations to all 10 of y'all that made the list, all the ladies, even the ones I disagreed with. Y'all made it there. So, got to continue to show and prove. All right, let me know what y'all think of all this down below in the comments. Be sure to like and share this video. If this is your first time seeing me on YouTube, go ahead and subscribe to the channel, become an insider. I will catch y'all on the next one. Y'all be good out there, man. Peace.
Yeah, family over fame in this bitch, yeah. The glory of living righteous is setting in. My street knowledge and education's a perfect blend. Young mogul, independent, I've been setting trends. The first one from my family to be faithfully wed. Fuck niggas and the horses that they riding on. I see this shit from all angles like a polygon. I'm never politicking, the drama be piling on. Father and great son acknowledged like I'm Bobby Bonds. Conversation with my lady about the paper route. 5 sit bank accounts, every day I make it count. They down talking my commentary for hating now. Well, I can take it cause I'm bodying your favorite now, please. I can do this shit in my sleep. I been writing for these niggas, y'all read it and weep. I been fighting these niggas if you speak on the street. I turn your birthday party into New Year's Eve. Don't let me take it there. We ain't playing fair. This the ATL, Southside nigga moving furniture like Wayfair. Life on hold, no insurance for your healthcare. Lifeline gone, so you wanna be a millionaire? Well, let me tell you about this world I built. The women I dodged, the niggas that I read for filth. The sympathy calls, consulting for the stacks I built. I